Welcome to the Fox 5, the show that explores the wonderful world of Fox rehabilitation through an original list created by a Fox colleague. That Fox colleague today is occupational therapist Brooke Adkins. Brooke,
Hey.
welcome to the Fox 5.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You treat near Nashville, right?
Yes, I do.
Is there a lot of music going on there? Like when you go to work, do you pass 5 or 6 different bands just playing out on the side of the road?
You think I would, but I don't. But yes, there's music all over this place.
All right, so Brooke, what is your Fox 5 today?
My Fox 5 is 5 reasons why I chose Fox as my first job.
All right, so you started you were a Fox student.
Yes.
And then your first job out of school was Fox Rehabilitation. All right,
Yes.
I'm interested in hearing this list. Brooke, what is number 1?
My first one was the autonomy of the job. I just really loved that Fox gives clinicians the freedom to take charge in therapy. I explored a lot of other jobs and I just really didn't see that common denominator. I think Fox really stands out there by letting the clinician, make their own schedule and lead the plan of care on a constant basis. So that was like the number one reason I chose Fox, was just the autonomy there.
You know what's wild? I've spoken to our founder, Dr. Tim Fox, on several occasions, and that's why he started the practice.
I love that.
So it's cool that 25 years later, that's why you chose Fox as your first job out of school. So,
awesome.
Brooke, what is number 2 on your Fox 5?
Number 2 was the growth opportunities in the job. I feel like, I shy away from jobs where you go in and there's no opportunity to grow as a clinician or grow in the company and step into different roles. And when I was joining Fox, there was so much that they talked to me about opportunities, in the future down the road to step into other positions or get future certifications. It's really important, for me to keep learning and growing. So that was another reason I loved Fox.
Yeah, working with Fox is definitely a choose your own adventure. There are so many different ways to grow here.
Absolutely.
And that brings us to number 3 on your Fox 5.
Number 3 was just y'all's commitment to fighting ageism. And I know it's like basically in y'all's mission statement that, the elderly population is really where my heart is. And I love the idea of what Fox stands for and the idea that, we're fighting the possibility that, when you get older, that you're just meant to die or your life is over. So to be a part of a company that cares about that was really important to me.
And when did you want to start working with older adult patients? Was it in school? Was it out of school?
It was when I was 15, I got my first job at an assisted living home. And that's when I fell in love with this population. And I was like, I know whatever I'm going to do one day is going to be this.
Wow. And you followed that path and now you are treating older adult patients.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's great. So Brooke, what is up next on your Fox 5?
It was the opportunity to be a part of seeing the patient's growth day in and day out. There's a lot of jobs where as the OT, you're doing the eval and then you don't see the patient again for 10 visits until it's progress report time. And so I love that Fox, you are the clinician doing the treatments on a day-to-day basis and being a part of seeing that growth, those small things that you don't necessarily get to see unless you're with the patient every day.
If my math is correct, that brings us to number 5 on your Fox 5. Is my math correct?
Yes, your math is correct.
My math has not failed me today.
My 5th thing was that there's so much support for new grads. And, I came on as a new grad. And just the way that they build the program up you're not throwing us into the job. There's a lot of support and education out there for us and opportunity to get feedback on documentation. And that's not necessarily the case with other jobs. So I love that.
And you're not afraid to ask questions?
No, I love questions and I love feedback.
Because I know some people are like, I don't know if I should ask this. I'm like, no, ask the question.
Yes.
That's the only way you learn.
Exactly. Yes.
All right. So you have not been to New York City yet, right?
I've been to New York City, but not Manhattan.
Not Manhattan. All right. So we'll have to do an exchange.
Yes.
Like you should visit Manhattan. And then I have been to Nashville, but I would love to go to Nashville again.
Yes. We'll do a switcheroo.
All right. well, Brooke, thank you for doing this. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
For Brooke Adkins, my name is Jim Shear, and we will see yins or y'all later.
Y'all.